In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use the filter function to return multiple match results in a way that updates automatically. So you're basically going to return all of the match results rather than just the first. So to explain what I'm trying to do, I have here a table with sales data for different regions and different reps. And what I want to do, I want to have this little self-updating table here where someone can come here and use the drop-down to select a region, and whenever they select a region, the rep, item, and sales value update automatically. So the first thing that I have to do is to add the data, the drop-down here with the regions. So I can use data validation for that, and the easiest way is just double-click, come down to view more actions and data validation, or you could also just come here, data, and data validation. Okay, so we are going to select our range here, and our range is going to be the region because that's what I want. So I could come in and select all of the data here, but what I'm going to do instead is say select from A2 until the end of A. In this case, because we're leaving the reference open-ended, that means that whenever we're adding more data at the end, this is going to be updating automatically. Click OK. So that's my range, A2 to A. I'm going to reject input because I only want people to be able to select what's in there. And I'm going to save. So now you see that there is a little drop down here and we have the regions. So let's leave this at central for now. Now to the filter function. So we're going to come here in F7 and I'm going to start the function with an equal sign as always, and I start typing filter, and I'm gonna click on this to actually see the syntax. So the first thing that I need is the range. Range is basically the columns that have the data you want returned. In this case, I want rep, item, and sales value. Same thing as I did when I was doing the drop down. I can do B to D, and I could do, select what's in there, but I'm going to do B2 to D. That means that whenever there's new data inputted, this is going to be updating automatically. All right, comma, we go now to the condition. So what condition has to be true for me to have data? So basically what I need here is that the data in column A, and again here the same thing, A2 to A, so this is going to be updating automatically. So I want you to, whenever you see A2 to A is equal to G4, this is my condition. Then you return me the data. I'm ready to close this and press return. And there you go. Now I can do east, west, central, and you see that updates automatically. Now there is one more thing that I want. As you see, I'm getting the reps, I'm getting the items and the value. I would like that data to be sorted, and we can sort either by the rep name, the item, on the sales value. I want the data to be sorted by the sales value, and I want the highest sales value at the top. So we are going to come back to our filter, and at the start of filter we are actually going to add sort. So sort, then I use a parenthesis, so my range is basically the filter. And the sort column, you just have to count them. I want to sort by sales value, so 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to add here number 3 because I want you to sort by column 3. And if you write here true, the values are going to be sorted ascending, so the smaller to the bigger, but I want this to be bigger to the smaller, so I'm going to actually write false. Return, and there you go. Now you can see that my data is sorted by the highest value to the smallest. And you can change the regions, and it's always going to be sorted by the highest. Now one more thing that I want to show is just to make sure that this is working. So you see we have 3 regions here, west, central, and east. Let's add south. It's gonna copy, and I'm going to just write south here. Oops. South. Now if I come back here to the drop down, you see immediately I have south, and the date updates for south as well.